Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, so I got to give a quick shout out and a testimonial on an herb that I've been taking. Okay, and a method that I've been using to help with my insulin resistance. Okay, since brothers are on a health kick lately. Okay, now I did a video a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, about how to deal with insulin resistance, which is a problem that a lot of brothers have, man. A lot of brothers have insulin resistance. I mean, it's almost at the point where when you've lived in this Babylonian society for so long, okay, it's almost impossible not to have it at some point in your life. Okay. Now that may not be true in other countries because the food is a lot more real. Okay. I mean, just look at some of the food that gets put out there in Europe. Okay, you compare the ingredients compared to the American version. The American version is just a bunch of fucking made up chemicals and shit. It's basically just witch's brew put in a box or a can or whatever. Okay, even a lot of our fruits and vegetables are loaded with all kinds of pesticides and so forth. You know, and the soil just is not very rich here in Babylon. Okay. Now, I did that video. Okay, it was about an hour long, but I went over a lot of good points. Okay, so you brothers should check that out. Search for insulin resistance on whatever channel I post this on. Okay. I believe it's called for brothers dealing with insulin resistance. Okay. But this is pretty much a follow-up to that. And I discovered a supplement and a method that I'm about to share with you brothers. Okay, so basically past year and a half I've been on a very serious, actually more like just a year and a couple of months, I've been on a very serious health kick. Okay, and I lost about 50 to 60 pounds, and I put on a significant amount of muscle. Well, I wouldn't say significant, but I definitely put on a little bit of muscle. But one of the things that I noticed was my health was a lot greater. Okay, it wasn't just about the weight loss. It wasn't just about the muscle. It was about the general health. Okay, and I started off with complete elimination of processed foods. Complete elimination. Okay, and basically, if I couldn't kill it, or I couldn't pick it off a tree or out the ground, I didn't eat it. Okay, I was basically on a meat and fruit version of the so-called carnivore diet. Okay, because I had done plenty of detoxes before. So what I needed to do was strengthen, and that's one thing that fruit has a capability of doing. I basically went on a nutrient-rich diet. I basically lived off of beef, eggs, different fruits, okay, and raw honey. And the goal was to get my kidneys back in order, okay, because I was suffering from really bad kidneys. I was holding a lot of fluid in my legs. Um, I was having bouts of blurry vision. I would get dizziness a lot of times. Like if I'd bend over or pick something up off the ground, or I get out of a chair too fast, I get dizzy. Right, that's signs of kidney problems. Okay, and you know it runs in my family. My mother had bad kidneys. She had to be on dialysis, and she was a diabetic. Okay, so you always have to keep your family history in your mind when you do these health kicks. Okay, because there's general health, and then there's specific issues. Okay, if you have a specific issue, just generally eating healthy may not be the solution. Okay, you may have to go about attacking it a certain way. I took a lot of herbal detoxes with what was it, milk thistle, and so on and so forth, nettle. I ate dark grapes with the seeds. Okay, I ended up finding them. The Lord blessed me to find the seeds. But once I solved the kidney problems, I never found another grape with seeds in it ever again. And I've been looking. Okay, but I ate grapes with the seeds, black grapes with the seeds. Okay, and I ate a lot of watermelon and a lot of apples, green and red apples, and lots of bananas. Okay, all those foods are good for your kidneys. All those foods are good for your kidneys. And I was lifting weights. I was doing mostly body weight training, with occasional weightlifting. I wasn't too serious on the weightlifting. I was mainly concerned with frequency, getting off to a good start in the day, so on and so forth. But anyways, I solved the problem with my kidneys, and then I decided, well, I'm going to try fixing this insulin resistance. And that did help with my insulin resistance. Okay, that definitely helped with my insulin resistance. The meat and fruit. And I took a herb, or a resin I should say, called Shilajit. That was the main one that I took. And honestly, if you want my opinion, I think Shilajit blows sea moss out of the fucking water. Okay, and I've given it to brothers, and they notice it. They're brothers that take sea moss, and they, it blows it out of the water, man. There's a reason why. You could look these clips up too. They're still on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. People confronting Dr. Sebi when he was still alive and asking him about Shilajit, man. And he gets all shifty about it. Okay. Because sea moss was his cash cow. That was his claim to fame, was popularizing sea moss, okay? But Shilajit is way more fucking manly than some sea moss, man. Okay? The minerals are more bioavailable. And it's got fulvic acid, okay? And I'm not shitting on sea moss, man. I think it's a beautiful herb. It's beautiful that a lot of brothers have healed themselves with it. Okay? But if you ask me, I think it blows sea moss out of the water, and it's a lot easier to take. Okay? You just take a little bit, maybe the size of a pea, and you put it in some water, and it dissolves right in the water. If you get a good brand. Okay, make sure you get a good brand. Okay, it's called the Shilajit, and it's known as the destroyer of weakness. Okay? But that was one of the keys, and I still take it to this day. I don't take it daily anymore, because you don't need to. Once you get it in your system, you don't need to take it daily. Okay, you really don't need to. But at first you should. Anyways, okay, so then after that, I went on keto. Okay, I went on a keto cycle for about 4 months, maybe a little longer. Okay, and that helped with my insulin resistance. But one of the things that I noticed about keto was I was looking a little flat. Okay, it's very difficult to stick to. Okay, and some people don't handle high-fat diets like that very well. So keto is a high-fat diet. And another thing is, I noticed my strength. Yeah, I had a lot of energy, but I was weak. Okay, I was weak, and it was very difficult to stick to it because you really have no room for error on a ketogenic diet. Okay, and honestly, I believe it's good to do cycles. Maybe do keto for part of the year. Okay, and then eat carbohydrate sources. For a part of the year, and then switch off. Okay, I'm not saying that carbohydrates are evil. Okay, but if you have a problem with insulin resistance, you need to get your carbohydrates in check. You should keep them to, mostly around your exercise time and your first meal of the day. Okay, like I try not to eat carbohydrates if I snack a little bit at night, but okay, I came off the keto cycle, and I've been focusing on getting stronger. So I started introducing carbs back into my diet. Good sources. Okay, good sources. Keep that in mind. Good sources. Okay. And I was smart with it. I still kept them earlier on in the day. I was doing things. Because really, if you're trying to put on some muscle and get stronger, you really do need carbs. Okay, because there's plenty of research out there that'll show you that it's really hard to get stronger over a period of time on keto. It really is more difficult. Okay, because a lot of your muscle really is glycogen. Okay, and carbohydrates are also good for rejuvenating and regenerating your nervous system, man. Okay, electrolytes and so on and so forth. But you could take an electrolyte supplement, but it's just not the same. Okay, it's just really not the same. Okay, but now, fast forward to today, and Salakia for the long rant, but I had to give you some background. Okay, I've been taking a supplement called berberine, okay, which to me has a similar effect so far. It has a similar effect and benefit that Shilajit did. Okay, similar. Okay, I mean, there's only I've taken almost every herb, popular herb that there is, and this thing called berberine, brothers, it is something else, man, and you will notice it the very first time you take it, and it comes from plants. Okay, just make sure that when you get it, berberine, berberine, okay, or berberine, or whatever you want to call it. Just make sure that you get a good quality of it, okay? Don't get no cheap shit. Okay? But anyways, it's pretty cheap anyways. A 2-month supply would cost you about $30. But this stuff, man, and I did some research on it, and what got me into it was Dr. Berg, okay, who I hold in high regard in terms of health, in terms of educating me on my health. Which, go figure, he's the biggest, probably the biggest keto guy there is. And I don't agree with everything he says, but hey, I'll just say this. I believe Dr. Berg could be a Jake because the way he speaks, I don't sense uh, deception in him. Okay, I don't sense a serpent tongue at all in him. Okay, I don't see him speaking with a forked tongue. He lays the information out there. He says, "Listen, this is how it is. This is what you got to do. Okay, and this is what's going to happen." Okay, and he challenge. I just watched his video on the ADA. Okay, just watch that man's video on the ADA when he goes into the ADA on how to treat cancer. Okay, I mean he absolutely dismantles Esau's American Dietary Association. You know, and he speaks with authority on health. Okay, there's no guile or deception in the way he talks. And I know a scam artist when I see one, man. All right, any brother that's dabbled into the followed the crypto markets, you know a fucking scammer when you see one. Okay, he don't got that snake tongue. But anyways, even with that, I don't agree 100% with everything he says. But so what? It doesn't matter. Okay. And he mentioned that supplement and or that herb or whatever, because it technically is an herb. And so I decided to do my homework on it, and I read a lot of the comments on one of his videos, and there were so many people talking about how much it helped them in just a little bit of time. Just a couple months, people noticed drastic difference in their insulin sensitivity. Okay, and in their fight against insulin resistance. Okay, which is linked to every chronic illness known to man. Insulin resistance is one of the tools of the devil, man. Okay, in fact, let me stop ranting, since I've been ranting for 17 fucking minutes. Okay, this is Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay, and now the word wiles is talking about the trickery of the devil, or the deceptions. You know, the scriptures talk about us not being ignorant of Satan's devices, and one of Satan's devices is destroying our health. Okay, destroying our health through this American dietary lifestyle, man. Okay, we need to be able to stand against that, man. Just think about anything that can happen in the near future. Okay, as far as any viruses or bacterias or illnesses that could come out or be released. Okay. Hey, there were brothers that got COVID, myself included, and they got messed up, man. And they got messed up. Okay. Esau's gonna eventually release something that's gonna make that look like a walk in the park. Okay, so we need our immune system strong. Okay, we need our body strong, and it's good for your mind too. Anybody who's gone on a health kick will tell you how much their mental clarity improved, and this berberine will improve with that too. Now, basically, what berberine does is it increases your insulin sensitivity tremendously. Okay, it allows it so that your body, you take it with a meal or slightly before, especially a carbohydrate meal, and it helps with the insulin sensitivity. Okay, it makes it so your body manages the carbohydrates better and the insulin better. Okay, and I did an experiment on this, man. I ate a lot of carbs in one meal. Okay, enough carbs and a lot of them were high glycemic, like bananas and stuff. Okay, because I have to watch what kind of carbs I eat, and I have to watch the amounts. Anything over a certain amount or over a certain glycemic load, okay, and I feel the difference. Okay, I'll get the blurry vision, or I'll get the racy thoughts. Okay. You brothers know what I'm talking about. When you eat that big meal and you feel like shit and your head gets all cloudy and you get lethargic, that's from your blood sugar going crazy. Okay? But if you're more insulin sensitive, then those carbs won't have that great effect on you. Okay? So, brothers, man, you might want to look into getting that. And I did my homework, man, and a lot of bodybuilders actually use this supplement, or this herb, I should say, because it comes from plants. A lot of bodybuilders use it because they say that it helps them stay lean when they're on a so-called bulking cycle. Okay, they could eat more carbohydrates and not get fatter. But for me, the main thing was the consistency in the energy levels. Okay, you don't have those ups and downs. Okay, it's more consistent. Your mental clarity, that was really the big thing for me. My mental clarity, man. Because if I eat too many carbohydrates and my blood sugar gets too high, okay, I definitely notice I get the brain fog comes back. The vision, okay, isn't as sharp, and all kinds of things, man. It's not just that. Okay, I'll get moody, I'll turn into to an angry fucking asshole, man. Because that's really what high blood sugar is, man. It's kind of like on a low level being drunk in a way. It throws your whole thought process off, because really your main fuel for your brain is glucose. Okay? If your body doesn't know how to manage glucose like that, then it's going to fuck with your brain and your thoughts. Okay? But I know I ranted a lot on this, brothers. But hey, if this video gets one brother to look into this and it helps them, then it was worth it. Okay, it was worth the 23 minutes of me only bringing out one scripture. Okay, because I'm going to quote one right here. The scriptures say, "Iron sharpeneth iron." Well, I did quote, "We are not ignorant of Satan's devices." Okay. We'll get another scripture real quick. I believe it's 1 Corinthians 12. Okay, so you get better. Your body will use carbohydrates better, man, when you take this herb. And it's also known to help with your non-alcoholic fatty liver. Okay? So when you take the berberine, and then before you go to bed, you take your apple cider vinegar. Okay, make sure it's organic and it's got the mother, because that helps with non-alcoholic fatty liver too, and your blood sugar and insulin sensitivity. It's like a 1-2 punch. And you get your carbohydrates in order, and you use them effectively. Okay, you're not just eating carbs for the hell of it. Okay, there's a reason there should be a reason for everything that you eat. Okay, even once in a while, if it's just for pleasure. Okay, eating certain, you get a sweet tooth to eat a piece of fruit. Okay, even if it's for pleasure. Um, but hey, I'm just going to say this before I bring out the scripture too. When you're on a so-called health kick, it's a journey. Okay, you're going to have snags and snares along the way. You're going to get stuck at sometimes. You're not going to know what to do next. Okay? There's gonna be times when you're gonna have to research and do some experimentation. Okay, because what works for somebody else might not work for you. So on and so forth. You know? Because all our health is fucked up in a different way. Some brothers got liver problems, some brothers got insulin resistance problems, some brothers got kidney problems, some brothers got heart problems. Okay? Hey, you may have slight allergies, or you may have digestive issues to certain powerful herbs that may benefit another brother greatly. Okay? Not everything has the same effect on every brother's bodies, man. So you got to find out what works for you. Okay? I'm trying to think of where I want to start. Bear with me. Um, 1 Corinthians 12 and 27. Now ye are the body of Yahweh Shai, and members in particular. Well, I want to go up to the first verse. There's diversities of gifts. I mean, the fourth verse. There's diversities of gifts. Okay? And one thing that we push on younger brothers when they come in is to find out what your true lot is in this truth. Okay, you may have a couple lots. You may have a few gifts. Okay? You may have one or two great gifts, and then there might be a brother in your camp that has a bunch of smaller gifts, but many more gifts. Okay? But it's all coming in the same spirit. Alright? Now ye are the body of Yahweh Shai, and members in particular, and we all have a role to play, okay? I mean, my government name is Jason, which means healer. Okay? And I've always been into this. I've been studying and I'm not boasting, but I've been studying the human body since 4th or 5th grade. Okay? I believe that is a gift that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has given me. Okay? No, I'm not saying I'm the authority, because there's brothers that know other things that I don't know. Okay? For instance, Apostle Tahar did a video earlier today about doing a gut detox, There's all different kinds of detoxes. You may be a brother that understands certain types of detoxes better than others. Okay? Because really, when the body, man, the body is a beautiful creation of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, the body is a very beautiful creation of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's so complex. Our bodies are much more complex than any other beast or animals on the planet. Okay? Look at how Esau spends trillions of dollars trying to figure out how the brain and the body works, and he still doesn't. He still barely has a damn clue. 1 Corinthians 12 and 28, and the Most High has set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings. Okay? That's some brothers' gifts, being able to be a physician of value. Okay? Helps, governments, diversities of tongues. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? Okay, but covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you a more excellent way. Okay? So that's why I'm doing this video, man. So that Lord willing, man, one of you brothers watches this or even shares this, and it helps someone out there, man. Particularly those that are the hopeful elect. Okay? Let me end with this scripture. I was just going to make this a quick 10-minute video, but look, it's a half hour. Philippians 4. And 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Okay, and this is so important, brothers. When you stuck on your health journey, man, or you need help, or you need to overcome a hurdle, or even if you need the strength and to get the discipline, okay, or the prayer, or the wisdom or the knowledge, okay, to figure out what to do, okay. It starts with prayer. It did for me. It did for me. Okay? I sincerely begged Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He led me to Shilajit. Okay? He led me to Shilajit, man. Hell, I might not even be alive if I didn't go on this health kick. It was that bad, man. My health. Okay? Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving let your requests be made known unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? And the peace of the Most High, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahushai. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely. And this is a verse that sums up the beauty of this truth. Okay? Most High's creation is very beautiful, man. Even though this is the flesh, it still shows how powerful the Most High is, man. How complicated our bodies are. Okay? Whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Okay? But till next time, I'm going to end it there. Shalom.